From Upper Michigan Source, this is your Friday Night Fever on demand for March 6th. I'm Mike Ludlum. We start with college hockey, and yes, the rivalry returns to the WCHA playoffs. Michigan Tech defeated NMU 8-4 last Friday at the Barry Event Center before the Wildcats won 3-2 at Michigan Tech on Saturday. The best-of-3 series, game 1 last night at the Barry. Let's see if the Huskies could produce some of that on-the-road magic. We'll pick this up in period number 1. Brandon Schultz gets the puck over to Hank Sorensen, and that one is going to be in the net for a goal at 1:54. At first, Luke Volton was credited with the goal, but they said, no, it's Sorensen. We jump to the third, tied at 1. Off the faceoff, Tommy Tarantino put the puck past Nolan Kent after Logan Pietila won the faceoff. 2-1 Huskies at 2:20. Then, with the goalie pulled for Northern, Phil Ballou's shot is blocked, and the next thing you know, here comes Tommy Parentino, and he's going to keep his skates and put it in for the empty netter. That makes 12 on the year. At 18:48, Huskies led 3-1, and guess what? Tommy Parentino finished the hat trick with 10 seconds remaining in regulation. Similar situation, gets the puck near the blue line and would outrace the defender to the net. So the road team gets a victory. Michigan Tech wins 4-1. And with Parentino having a hat trick, probably a good idea to talk to him.
Same team effort, same team play, and stick to our systems. I think we'll have a good champ.
Did you guys have fun tonight?
Oh yeah, lots of fun.
Can we just stay true to our system? We didn't just panic with the puck, so I think we just got to do that again tomorrow.
What's it going to take to close this series out now?
We can't take our foot off the pedal. We just got to keep going and just come out strong tomorrow. The fourth period's really big.
And again, Saturday's game and Sunday, if necessary, will be on TV6. Face-off 6:07 if you want to really go down to the minute. Elsewhere in the WCHA, 2 of the playoff games were in the Central Time Zone. Bemidji State defeated Lake Superior State 2-0 and take a 1-0 lead there. And Minnesota State clobbered Alaska Anchorage 8-1. Bowling Green and Alaska were on the late show. High school hockey quarterfinal action on Saturday in Division III. Gaylord against Calumet. That one takes place at Marquette's Lakeview Arena at 1 o'clock. Division II Saturday at 1 o'clock in Gaylord. It's Traverse City Central against Marquette. Both of those games should be pretty good, although I think Calumet will be in good shape as long as they play Copper Kings hockey. To girls high school basketball, where Westwood and Negaunee reached the third round of their matchup in the district final in Division III. Patriots up 26-21 starting the third quarter. Chloe Norman finds sophomore Alyssa Hill. She puts that one up and in for 2 of her 12. For Westwood, Natalie Profit back to Carly Patron for the outside shot that goes. Maddie Koski steal and score made it 32-25 Westwood. Then Lily Nelson, one of her 4 3-pointers in the game. She ended up with a dozen. An offensive rebound for Morgan Carlson and a putback, and the Miners are back within 1 at 36-35 late in the third. For the red, white, and blue, Profit, Maddie Koski drives, lefty shot, gets a favorable bounce from the rim. She had 15, red, white, and blue up 3. Then Carly Patron knocked down a jumper. She had 19 points, 40-37 Westwood going into the fourth quarter. Miners, Alyssa Hill to Chloe Norman for 3. Miners down 4, 44-40. They reduced the deficit to 2, but the Patriots forced a couple turnovers in the last 1:15 of regulation, and they made just enough free throws to win their second straight Division III district title by the score of 48-44.
We wanted to move the ball slow on offense and take a high percentage shot if we took a shot. And our main goal was to stop Hill, get the ball out of Norman and Hill's hands.
It's a great feeling. It feels just as good as last year, maybe even a little bit better, because this is one of the hardest courts to win on in the entire UP. And just really proud of this program and these girls.
Westwood advances its record to 21-2. Negaunee ends the campaign at 16-7. Now, Westwood's opponent comes from the next game, the Hancock Bulldogs hosting the Calumet Copper Kings. For Hancock, Taylor Sebas tries to drive. Mary Beth Hallinan with the steal. She had 25 points, by the way. Passes to Jana Locus for the layup. Next, Sierra Driscoll to Deandra Carroll. No. Peyton Doobie to Jordan Pertilli, and she sinks the three-pointer. Next for the Copper Kings, it's Locust finding Ellie Jerf. Left hands that one in. She had 14. Back the other way, Isabella Herbert will get the basket for Hancock right there. This game ended up going into double overtime. Calumet won 52-47, so it's Westwood and Calumet Tuesday at Marquette Senior High School, supposedly starting at 6 o'clock. Bummer. Meanwhile, in Division I, Marquette hosting Traverse City Central, second quarter, Aspen Michelin. Puts that one up and in. Marquette up 5 at 16-11. Couple minutes later, Trojans answer. Karina Stewart, Jordan Burnham puts it up and in, and Marquette's lead is down to 3. Next, Michelin will float one over to Maddie Carter, who has nice inside position. The hoop, the harm, 21-13, Redettes. Time winding down in the half. Jordan Burnham, Jordan Blackhurst floats that one in, and Marquette's lead is down to 6. Under 30 seconds to go, Michelin's going to knock down a triple, and Marquette would dominate the second half and win 49-35. Move to Division II. Sault Ste. Marie against Kingsley. Brittany Bowman going inside to Jane Dunlop for the Kingsley hoop. Back the other way for the Blue Devils, Jordan Smith working her way inside, scoops, puts that one in nicely off the window. Again for the Stags, Aaliyah Reno drives, draws contact, and puts that one home with a nice bounce. For Sault Ste. Marie, Lily Kelgar will use the left hand, gets it off the glass and rim. Kelgar will miss, but it's a putback at the end of the first quarter for the Sioux, and off to a good start. They go on to win 58-43, so they win a district title. Also in Division II, winning a district title is Escanaba. The Eskimos held off Cinderella Gladstone 52-48. Escanaba and Sault Ste. Marie will have different opponents in the regional semifinal. To Division IV, where Baraga defeated Chancel 52-26. Lance sneaks past Ewan Trout Creek 39-34. Sandra Bolton and Tessa Wagner combined for 39 points, and Kearney Nadeau was able to shut down North Dickinson 44-33. So Lance and Kearney Nadeau will meet Tuesday night at Kingsford, not to mention Munising and Baraga. And in the Eastern UP, St. Ignace wins by 25 over Pickford, 74-49. Engadine 55, Rudyard 49. And those two teams advance to a regional, but they will both play Lower Peninsula teams in the regional semifinal. Mother Nature made a mess of Thursday's boys basketball schedule, to say the least. So a few makeup games on Friday, including Calumet at Hancock. Say hello to Hancock and say hello to Calumet. Pick this one up in the second half. Copper Kings up a dozen. Dryden Nelson over to Trevor Torla. And Trevor connects from the outside for 3. For the Bulldogs, Carson Chenoweth to Vaden Jocks to J.D. Sebas to Gabe Smith. Back to Jocks, back to Chenoweth. And he was able to take his time and knock down the triple. Then Chenoweth over to Shane Aho, to Smith, to Sebas, to Chenoweth again. Nice form. Puts that one away for 3. Chenoweth can't quite get a handle on this next one, and Nelson's going to steal it and put it up and in. And the Copper Kings won this one 60-44. To the scoreboard, where West Iron County had 21 points from Justin Nelson, defeating Gwynn 69-55. James Harnick had 20 for the Model Towners. It was Munising over Manistee 73-40. Austin Kilbs 24 for the Mustangs. Ontonagon 84, Baraga 48. Alex Kissel had 20 for Lance, but Bessemer had the road victory 62-55. It was Cody Hendricks getting 25 points for Norway. And the Knights share the conference title with Munising by getting past Rapid River 60-57. Bill Raudiola had 21 points for Chancel in the 71-53 win over Lake London Hubble. Jeffers defeated Dollar Bay 49-47. Blue Bolts 2 losses near the end of the regular season, not exactly what many people would have expected. Superior Central 5 better than Stevenson, 39-34. The Great Lakes Intercollegiate Athletic Conference, it's announced its all-star teams for the regular season, and by golly, they got it right. Kyle Monroe was only player of the week 8 times this year, so he better be the player of the year. He broke the Tech scoring record, not to mention the GLIAC scoring record, and a whole bunch of other odds and ends. Michigan Tech coach Kevin Luke named coach of the year. Congratulations, Kevin. North Central's Dawson Bilski of the Huskies on the first team, along with Lake Superior State's Kemontres Collins and Miles Howard of NMU. Howard also made the squad on the defensive team along with his teammate Sam Taylor and the Huskies' Owen White and Isaac Appleby. On the women's side, Jessica Schultz is a first-team player for NMU. Cassidy Trotter and Ellie McKay of Michigan Tech are on the second team, and Schultz is also one of the defensive team players. And in case you were wondering, Cassidy Bench was the player of the year. In fact, Grand Valley had 3 players on the first team. Ashland had 3 players on the first team. Ferris State had 2. Parkside and Northern had 1. We congratulate Sean McGuire of Iron Mountain, Division IV, 112 pounds. He has a chance to win a state individual wrestling championship on Saturday at Ford Field. He defeated a Hudson wrestler 13-0 in the semifinal Friday night. And he gets another Hudson wrestler in the final. Boy, that school's really good. Bronson Mary. So good luck to Sean in that match. Now, 2 other UP wrestlers in Division IV reached the semifinals before losing a match. And that would be A.J. Martin of Ishpeming at 215 pounds. He lost to Camden Orr of New Lothrop 5-2. So he'll be heading to the consolation bracket. And Bradley Hall of Rudyard at 103 pounds had a couple of pins to get going, but he fell to Manus Barnett of Marlette 6-0. Again, he'll be in the consolation round along with a number of other UP wrestlers. A lot of them go 2 and out because the individual championships are really cutthroat. Don't forget, in GLIAC basketball, the men's semifinals are taking place down at Grand Valley State. Michigan Tech, the 3rd seed, takes on the number 2 GVSU Lakers in one semifinal. And number 8, Cinderella NMU, will take on number 4 Northwood in the other semifinal.